So dancehall artist Lee Sparta's relationship has ended. That is what everybody's wondering. You know what I mean? He posted a video recently with a cryptic message. He can be seen canoodling with a female as she films the occasion. Interestingly, a female voice can be heard narrating, "He doesn't need you. He never needed you. He wanted you. He gave you an opportunity to create peace with him, not to destroy the peace in him. Anything he needs, he can provide for himself. So all you had to do is be exactly who you said you would be. And if you cannot lead him to peace, then he will leave you in pieces." Lee Sparta also posted in the caption, "You have to forgive to forget, and forget to feel again. We both are free now and forever. Save praise for a better man. Go find happiness. You deserved it." And I'm done. And, Lee is one who is a very emotional artist, even though he's a gangster DJ. He is known to wear his heart on his sleeves, whereas his emotions are, he has been with this lady in question for a long time, and he has never shied away from making it known that this is indeed the woman who he is very much in love with. They have been through their fear of trials and whatnot, but I guess this may be the last of them. It's not easy for a woman to stick with someone who is incarcerated. There are so many things that comes with women who basically have to bear the burden alone. The love and affection, that physicality that is associated with a relationship is missing, and some women crumble. Some women, this is not a confirmation that, oh, she broke up with Tommy Lee because he's in jail and she's not loyal. Nah, we are not privy to that information because the message was cryptic, but we are speculating. That's one of the issues which may have contributed to the demise of the relationship, or the potential demise, because as we all know with lovers, we have all been in relationships, and sometimes when we think it's over, it's just the start. A little breakup is better with a little makeup. A lot of us thrive on that type of toxicity. For me, sometimes when me and my girlfriend are, you know, in a beef, so to speak, or we are at odds, and we're like, hey, it's over with, it's over with. That makeup sex, that makeup interaction is some of the best memories, that comes to mind when you sit and you relax and you think about moments with your partner. That makeup sex is epic. So who knows? But this is a lesson to our young men, stay away from trouble. Stay out of problems, stay out of jailhouse if you don't want to end up in situations like these where your girlfriends, your wives, your baby mothers are left estranged and are left at the mercy of society and other men. I've been in long distance relationships before, and it is harder to work out conflicts over the phone. Much less in a situation where your phone is being watched by cops, your parole officer is on your back and all of that. It's hard to maintain communication. The person have a problem, the person can refuse to speak to you for 2 or 3 days, and you don't have the freedom to pull up by their house and say, babes, listen to me, talk to me, man, talk to me, let's work this out. Some of the hardest conversations that I have been through with my girlfriend that has been difficult to work through are situations where I am in point A and she's all the way in point Z. It's hard to work out situations like those. She can just hang up the phone, and because I'm far away, I can't visit her to say, hey, why are you behaving like this? She can't feel that masculine energy that makes her wet, that makes her melt in your arms and want to just, be submissive, and, you use your masculine energy, to win her over. She's getting wet, she's getting moist just by your presence. And before you know it, you're having amazing makeup sex. It's not easy to do that from over the phone. So sometimes even some little arguments that could be easily rectified. You know what I mean? They're amplified by the distance, you know what I mean, between both persons. So I'm assuming that that may be one of the situations why Tommy Lee and the lady in question has decided to call it quits, because this is not the first time that they have been at odds, you know what I mean? As many of you who follow up dancehall may remember, there was a time when Tommy Lee released a voice note when he was basically venting to her and letting her know, I love you, I care about you, I want you, you know what I mean? You are the only one for me. Yes, it's the same woman. It's the same woman. You know what I mean? So Tommy Lee definitely has an affection and an affinity for this woman. So I know that it can't be a nice thing for him right now to be sitting behind bars and knowing that, yo, it's over. You know, I know he wishes he was outside so he could pull up, you know what I mean, maybe bring her something, you know, maybe pull up to her gate with a thousand bouquets of roses and Bridget slippers and all of that, you know what I mean, and just sweep her off her feet. But due to incarceration, he's not able to do that. You know what I mean? And so I just want to use this opportunity to just tell the guys, you know, just stay out of trouble, man. You know, if you can tread the straight and narrow, tread the straight and narrow. Because this is something that you don't wish on anyone. You know what I mean? And it's not a thing that is inevitable for anyone. You know, jailhouse is not mandatory. You know, it's based on the decisions that we make, you know what I mean? And I just want the youths to work out the differences. You know, nobody has to kill each other. Nobody has to be in feuds. You know what I mean? You take a L, you move on. You know what I mean? We don't have to be killing each other and, you know, being slaves to the system. Because that is what jailhouse is, slavery. Much respect to Tommy Lee. Freedom is a must. I'm out.